Bulabinaka, my name is Litia and I'm from the beautiful island of Laos and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Casey, I'm from Tavua. We love Today FM in Tavua. Today FM rocks.
My name is Selina, I'm from Tavenga Vengamba. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bula, my name is Carlo. I love listening to the music in Today FM, in Malak Island. Today FM rock.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In the news tonight, new minimum wage effective next month. Business Forum dissects national budget. And FEO files complaint against former politician.
From the studios of FBC Suva, I'm Rita Sagar.
The new national minimum wage of $2.68 per hour will come into effect next month. This was confirmed by Employment Minister Chone Usamate during a meeting with the private sector organizations. Sharon Shivan reports.
The new national minimum wage of $2.68 was announced during the 2017-2018 national budget in June. With all the work completed, the Employment Ministry now waits for approval from the Solicitor General's office before it's implemented.
We have a national minimum wage that sets the absolute minimum at which anybody can be employed. But over and above the national minimum wage, we have 10 wage regulation orders in different sectors.
The national minimum wage applies to all workers in the informal sector, such as house girls, caregivers, backyard garage workers, to name a few, but it also coexists with the 10 sectoral wage regulations.
We have talked about this before within our own organisation, and you know, there are people with literacy problems, so I'm just wondering if the government's identified that as an issue and if you're looking to raise the bar from unskilled to skilled.
They include building, civil and electrical engineering trades, hotel and catering trades, manufacturing industry, mining and quarrying, printing trades, sawmilling and logging, security services, wholesale and retail, garment industry and road transport.
The minister clarified as of next month, no one will be paid less than $2.68 per hour unless the person is a trainee. The revised wage regulation order will also come into effect from September. Sharin Shivan, FBC News.
Questions about tax reforms, government policies and ease of doing business geared the Fiji Business Forum this morning. For over 4 hours, representatives from the public and the private sector dissected the 2017 to 2018 national budget. Rachel Nath was part of the forum and files this report.
The 2017-2018 national budget is an inclusive budget that serves the benefit of both Fijians and businesses. This became even more evident during the forum.
No Fiji budget has ever gone through such a consultative process, where submissions have been made and accepted by people from all walks of life right around Fiji.
It is also instrumental in bringing the public and private sector together for dialogue and discussions in order to map the way forward for business and economy to grow and prosper.
The forum also shed light on government reforms that aim to ease the process of doing business.
The number of threshold 30,000, I think we may have to look at CGT threshold again to align with 30 grand.
There's two different languages in tourism and we need there to be a differentiation for us. Because I am dealing with the tax department and if I keep going the way I am, I have to surrender my land.
5% that you're talking about obviously is not paid by you per se, it's paid by your customers.
The 140 participants were also informed about the major government reforms and policies in store for this financial year. Rachel Nath, FBC News.
A change in the mindset of all Fijians' approach and collective work will lead to the nation's prosperity. This was emphasized by Economy Minister Ayaz Sayed Qayyum to businesses at the Business Forum. The minister stressed that a country's growth depends on its people and their willingness to embrace opportunities. Rachel Nath once again with this report.
The Economy Minister highlighted the government has laid platforms of opportunities which was not done by any previous governments.
We are actually playing catch up. There's still people in Fiji who are drinking from creeks, literally. There's still people in Fiji who are drinking from rivers and streams. Those people need to have access to those facilities.
Minister also highlighted the government's objective to have a broad-based growth.
Simply should not be dependent on only one or two sectors to contribute to economic growth. Cannot just depend on tourism, sugar, or catering industry for our growth. We need to have a variety of contributors contributing to the economic growth of our country.
A number of factors such as productivity, employment environment and policies also play a vital role in a country's growth.
It is very important for somebody to be productive workforce is that they should not only know what needs to be done, they should be able to do it.
You know, there's a concerted effort from agriculture and from industry trade to get more out, to get more dollars in, you know. There are different sectors involved in all of this.
Fiji's annual growth rate is forecasted to go up by 3.9% by 2017. Rachel Nath, FBC News.
The Fijian Elections Office has filed a police report about misleading election information spread on social media by a former politician. This was confirmed to FBC News by Election Supervisor Mohammed Sanim. It's alleged the former politician has been posting publications of misleading electoral information on Facebook. Sanim has also confirmed they will refer an article on an alleged eviction threat published in the Fiji Sun today to FICAC. He says Section 141 of the Electoral Act protects voters against undue influence. Well, still to come, vendors signed petition against new market. And students challenged to create new ideas.
Moala rarara ranalika, o tikongona taon na singatoka, ando talisaka na bakaronga ng Bull FM, number 2 na sere.
Ya dora subuli kurnambili, iborani batsukara hambara binaranga, do talitakinan na bakaronga ng Bull FM, number 2 na sere. Bula!
Bula FM, number 2 na sere.
Labasa fish market vendors are refusing to move to the new fish market built by the Labasa Town Council. They have signed a petition explaining the reasons behind their stance. Eleanor Trangaivu has the details.
It's been weeks now since the construction of this new Labasa fish market has been completed, yet it's still empty. The fish vendors are not budging from the existing market.
We want to stay here because when our boat want to send our boat to go out fishing, very easy to load here. Everything here, benzene here. We can load the ice here nicely, and big space here to sell the fish. We got plenty space to put the freeze. In that new market, only one freeze there, only 1 6 feet, and 1 6 feet space.
FBC News understands the vendors who had initially requested for the construction of a new fish market have put together a petition stating their refusal to move and the reasons behind it. The signed paper has been submitted to the Commissioner Northern's office.
First of all, there are not enough tables for all of us. Secondly, there is no jetty for the boats. Thirdly, there is no proper crossing for our customers. And lastly, there is not proper driveway for our delivery truck.
The Commissioner Northern's office has confirmed it is aware of the situation and that the meeting will be held on Monday to resolve the issue.
We are hopeful that in our meeting the Commissioner will be able to facilitate our request to meet our needs.
The Lands Ministry also wants the fish vendors to move to the new market site as the existing one is built on a riverbank reserve. There are currently about 40 fish vendors at the Labasa fish market and they do not pay rates to the town council. Eleanor Turangaivu, FBC News.
Motorists should expect an improved driving experience along Suva's Fletcher Road now that the upgrades are completed. Fiji Roads Authority Acting CEO Robert Sen says the roadworks are part of a national maintenance program aimed at recovering and restoring aging road conditions. The mill and fill work on Fletcher Road began at the Kings Road intersection, running through to the roundabout and ending close to 50 meters into Vatuanga. A section of Jerusalem Road that goes past Rifle Range Road received similar attention. Due to the high traffic volume during the day and for the safety of FHH workmen and the public, all roadworks were carried out at night. Students from various universities around the country were part of the ANZ Innovation Challenge today, the first ever in the Pacific. ANZ Pacific Islands Regional Executive Tessa Price says the challenge is a great platform for students to create new ideas on issues relating to the Pacific. Senia Nimboila reports.
Tertiary students from various universities around the country dissect problems affecting the Pacific to better address these issues as part of the Innovation Challenge.
Going to be presenting a problem to a panel of judges and we're going to assess them. So the problem idea that they're trying to solve for is uncovering or getting rid of the barriers towards digital in the Pacific.
Attorney General Ayasayed Kayum says students should make good use of such initiative.
Many of you over here who've got enormous potential working as a group to be able to make those kind of innovations.
If you look at the students, they really need a platform to actually stabilize what they think and to actually see how they actually fare against other teams.
More than 50 students from universities around the country were part of the one-day challenge. The ANZ has plans in place to hold the Innovation Challenge as an annual event. Sainiani Mboila, FBC News.
There has been an increase in the number of taxi permit scams being reported to the Land Transport Authority by the public. LTA Chief Executive Carmen Piantedosi says there have been reports that some individuals are pretending or impersonating LTA officers while others offer to give taxi permits in exchange of money. Piantedosi is advising the public these certain individuals unknown to the LTA do not represent the authority. He adds all LTA services and payment of fees are only done at LTA offices and not in any other locations. Only a few hours remain until the closing of the Ndua Vata Crime Prevention Carnival and the crowning of its queen. The week-long event culminates with the crowning of the queen and king contestants later tonight. Eleanor Trangerview has more.
Hundreds of people lined the streets of Labasa today to catch a glimpse of the contestants of the Northern Ndua Vata Crime Prevention Carnival. Young and old braved the heat of the sun to watch the float procession, which was led by the Fiji Police Brass Band.
Definitely, our carnival so far is fully success, and by this evening, after the crowning, all the sweat and the sacrifice my committee has done, that will be fully paid.
The Carnival Committee's project this year is the installation of CCTV cameras around Labasa town, which has already started. According to committee chair Satish Kumar, this is to help police in the reduction of crime in the Northern Division, and the cameras are placed in strategic locations around town.
The beginning we have 12 cameras, and then every year we increase, right, as far as total. For your information, I just like to say, those cameras, during the EOG, there was a robbery in Labasa town, and they were caught by those two cameras.
Meanwhile, the carnival held its first Priscilla contest on Wednesday with 6 contestants. The title was taken out by Miss South India 17-year-old Kamach Reddy, who advocated on violence against transgender.
I choose that topic because there's plenty harassment going on in our Northern Division. Mostly they're teasing transgender, they have sexual assault and many more.
Other titles that will be up for grabs tonight are the Miss Charity, Miss Personality and Miss Photogenic, along with the King's Crown. Eleanor Turangeview, FBC News.
Up ahead in sports, Rewa is the new Bainimarama Shield holder. And Central Beach Volleyball Tournament kicks off today. This and more coming up.
I'm another sort of of Nayabu whenever I want to tune in to listen to great music, I always tune in to my favorite radio station, Gold FM, only the classic.
My name is Lita. We love listening to Gold FM here at the Fiji Hideaway Resort and Spa. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
We here at Tano Waterfront Lautoka love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
The Rewa Rugby side will challenge Namosi in the HFC Bank Fairbrother Trophy next weekend. This is after Rewa defeated Navosa 26-24 to win the HFC Bank Ratu Chasayam Bainimarama Shield at Singatoka's Lawanga Park this afternoon. The Navosa side led 10-9 at halftime, and here are the match highlights.
Comes right in and strikes it beautifully, got the distance. What about the accuracy? Yes, he has done that beautifully, gets the distance and the accuracy as well. As Rewa runs away. Minute, he strikes it beautifully and splits the upright. It is Navosa now trailing at 3 points to 6. They was a former student of Provincial Secondary School. And this with that delivery, and inside pass it is, the tall guy goes in, and Navosa goes in for their first try. The Navosa side, and a quick tap there from Rewa. They know that they can go in for a try, and they do. That is the beauty from Rewa. Navosa, I'll go in for those 3 points, but they've gone in for tap, and Navosa has gone in for a try. Inside pass, and Roma, and Rewa has gone in for their try. Right on the corner flag, they switch back right in. They're racing back into midfield. And there goes in Rewa for their second try and strikes it beautifully, and Vetokani sends it between the posts and Vetokani jumps in victory and has just kicked Navosa out from this competition.
Namosi is the new holder of the HFC Bank Fairbrother Trophy after defeating holders Suva 20-18 at Nosori's Ratu Dakambao Park last night. Namosi scored 2 converted tries and 2 penalties, while Suva scored 3 unconverted tries with 1 penalty. Suva led Namosi 15-7 at halftime. Melita Vanga tells us more.
Gets the ball out. Nemani Raiwalui flicks a big pass out wide and chance for Namosi.
Namosi fired up in the second half as they put Suva under extreme pressure and fought from a brink of defeat to beat Suva.
So to the boys is just to shift the ball rather than going against the big Suva pack, and that is, and also played wide, and I think it will very well. And
Namosi coach Josa Tekisavo says even though they missed out the Skipper Cup title, they are happy that they have achieved their second goal, which is to win the trophy.
We were looking forward for both trophies, the Key Skipper and the Fairbrother. I think that was our aim this year, and unfortunately we missed out with the Skipper Cup. But we went back and analysed our game, and we made it this afternoon.
Captain Bill Vicoso thanked his players for playing the whole 80 minutes game.
Amazing feeling. Can't really thank the boys enough for the game today. I think we had to really dig deep after being down for 3 tries to nil. Credit to the boys for the way they came back. It shows the character that's in the team.
Namosi claimed the country's prestigious rugby title and walked away with $5,000. Melita Vanga, FBC Sports.
The Vodafone Premier League match between Labasa and Nandi see both teams sharing a point each as Nandi bounced back in the second half to end the match in a 1-1 draw at Prince Charles Park in Nandi last night. Nandi came back strongly and equalised through Ilimotama Chese in the 77th minute of play. Melita Vanga reports.
The Mambasinga Lions scored their first goal in the 9th minute of play, which caught Nandi by surprise as they fought back trying to find the equalizer. Nandi football president Javed Ahmed says it was a good fight back by the team.
Early goal put us off a bit, but I think the fight back was good. We should have won the game, we had more chances. But credit goes to the boys for fighting back.
Labasa coach Gurjit Singh says it's always tough to play against the jet setters.
It was a very important game for us. Like teams are running for second position for the OFC Championship League. And we lost 2 crucial points. And it's a tough game. We can't play on the 15 and playing in the home ground.
Meanwhile, Lotoka thrashed Raketi 6-0 at Churchill Park last night. Melita Vanga, FBC Sports.
And in other match results played this afternoon, Ban defeated Suva 1-0 while Raki upset Rewa 3-0. 18 teams will compete in the Vodafone Under-16 Youth League competition that was launched by the Fiji Football Association today. The competition will be played in 3 zones in the Northern, Western and the Central Zone. Melita Vanga tells us more.
Teams from the Central Division were challenged by the national football coach to work hard towards their goals.
Potential with big work, commitment, become power and future for Fiji. That's all. Don't start to think you are in the cloud. It's a dream. Dream about the future. Dream about leading the country. Be proud.
The weekly competition hopes to scout best talents who can represent Fiji to the Under-16 OFC Championship next year.
You have to have your mind set that if we are spending money on you, we are spending money on your coaches, so you have to also give back. You have to be very disciplined, very dedicated, and you must have the desire for time come to wear the white jersey.
In the long run, Fiji FA has set its target towards the 2026 FIFA World Cup, where they hope to see some of these youngsters to don the white jersey.
In the next 8 years, you will be ready to play for Fiji, represent Fiji in the World Cup qualifications. And you have heard it's 2.5 spots, and that half, that 0.5 matters a lot to Fiji. We have done a lot of launchings, but this is one of the special ones because we are starting up a project, and this project is Mission 2026.
The competition has been drawn in 10 pool games, where each team will play 2 rounds of games. Melitawanga, FBC Sports.
The Central Beach Volleyball Tournament started on a high note today at the Netball Centre in Lodhala today. The tournament is a build-up to the Fiji Games, which will be held next month. National coach Todd Edwards says the National Games is very important to them as they will select their teams to represent Fiji in the Pacific Mini Games in December.
We do weekly competitions on Saturday. It's part of a fundraising event as well as just keeping the players on that high level of competition. So this will take place all the way through. Fiji Games is next week, or excuse me, next month, September 7th and 8th. We will actually be announcing our team, our selection team.
Well, fine weather prevailed over most parts of the country today. Looking at the west, extremely gorgeous day with no sign of any rain. Lautoka and Ba were the highest on 30 degrees. Eastwards from Pacific Harbour to Suva, it rained in Pacific Harbour, cloudy in Suva and Nosori, while fine weather prevailed in Savu. And up in Vanuatu, everything looks so calm and fresh, with of course the sun being a stunner, with only Savu receiving a few rain today. At sea, southeast winds 15 to 20 knots in moderate to rough seas. And for the tides, low tide tonight will be at 11:10 with a high tide tomorrow morning at 9:14. The beautiful sunrise will be at 6:31. Now for tomorrow, there will be sunshine across the country. However, Suva and Savu will experience cloudy conditions. Tomorrow's temperatures, Suva will be the coolest at 24 degrees. As for the further outlook, it will be fine apart from brief showers over the eastern parts and the interior of the larger islands. Easterly winds 15 to 20 knots and moderate to rough seas are expected. For recapping the main stories, new national minimum wage effective from next month. Business Forum dissects the national budget and FEO files complaint against former politician. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. To our poll question, this week we are asking, should people who commit infanticide be severely punished? Visit our FBC website to answer. Or you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via our Facebook page FBC News. Or you can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News or simply hashtag FBC News. That was your FBC News for tonight from the team and I. Have a safe and enjoyable evening. Bye for now.
Moala rarada ranalika, o tikongona taunu singatoka, ando talitaka na wakaronga ng Bull FM, number 2 na serve.
Ya dora chubuni kurnambili, ibora ni patukara hambara binaranga, do talitakina na wakaronga ng Bull FM, number 2 na serve. Bula!
Bull FM, number 2 na serve.